Bitcoins, gun control, Mexico. Okay, so the only thing that this vlog has actually anything to do with, of the three things I mentioned before the title, is Mexico. What it has to do with Mexico is the fact that I am going to Mexico in October on a cruise. So let me just say that if I can go to Mexico on a cruise in October without a passport on a whim, I don't see how building the wall is going to help with anything. So all the illegal immigrants can just take a cruise to Florida. Actually, I just had that thought. The point is, I'm going to Mexico and I'm really excited about it. Oh man, do I get bored driving home. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so exciting news for this channel. I have now made 25 plus videos. I don't know, 28, 29, 27. I completely lost count, obviously, because I have been dying to buy myself a tripod to hold my camera on. And I've been not doing it. I've been holding off because I didn't have enough videos. Turns out I do have enough videos to buy myself a tripod, and I just haven't been doing it. But what's more important than the tripod is that I can buy stuff. I can buy stuff to blow up. I can buy stuff to smash. I can spend money going to events and going places. And I think this is going to open up a whole new world of stuff that I can do other than just ranting while I drive in the car, other than just blathering on while I drive in the car. Blathering is a real word. By the way, if you didn't know it, I didn't. My wife says blathering all the time, and I thought it was kind of just a word she made up. But and then I looked at it finally after a few years of being married to her. I looked it up on Google. Blathering is a real word. It means what she thinks it means. She's completely correct. If you don't know what blathering means, continue to watch this video and you will get a real visceral sense for what blathering means. Blathering is how you talk to the camera when you really don't have anything to talk about but you want to make a YouTube video. Blathering is what you try not to do at your research meeting tomorrow morning with your professor when you really don't have anything to talk about but you want to make it seem like you've got a lot done in the past 2 weeks. I wonder if blathering is related to lathering. You know, lathering is where you kind of put something out, put something on your hand, and then you just rub it in until it just really foams up. And it's kind of like babbling, but lathering. You lather your babble. So like you babble something out, and then you just keep rubbing it. You just keep more babbling. You run it in circles. You say something that's already been said before in a different way. All of a sudden, whoosh, there are word bubbles everywhere. Oh boy. The thing about lathering, though, is that most things lather more than they should, okay? Your toothpaste, your shampoo, your body wash, your 3-in-1, your 4-in-1, your 10-in-1. I don't know how many things you can put in one, but if they foam a lot, probably got SLS in them. Sodium lauryl sulfate, sodium laureth sulfate. I don't know if those are both the thing that I'm talking about or not. They're things, though. How do I know? I know because on our honeymoon, Rebecca and I went to a soap making class. And then when we got our first apartment, and it was the summertime still, I thought I was really into soap making. So man, I did all my research. I got books. I read about what soap is, what the bare essential ingredients for soap are, and why making my own soap was better, and why I wouldn't lather like commercial soaps would. Turns out it's those SLS. And do you know that NASA has invested over $100 billion into SLS? Now why? Why would NASA invest $100 billion into something that makes my toothpaste foam up and gives me sores in my mouth? Tell you what, if the earth was round, they wouldn't be wasting their money on crap like that. Bubbles are round. You can see that. You can't see the earth is round. You know what, the weird thing, all the pictures of flat earth I see, they say the earth isn't round, it's flat. But it is round, because it's just like a disc, so it's still round. Question is, how does a flat earther know that the edges of the earth are round if you can't see that either. On my way to class earlier, I did see a guy wearing a NASA sweatshirt, and I almost went off on him to try to get him to prove to me, to give me one piece of evidence from NASA that the Earth is actually round, that's not a fake photo. As an aerospace engineer, flat Earth stuff is kind of the craziest. Because you like what I do with my eyes when I do this? My eyes are really tired because I'm on a computer all day, and now I'm driving home. Except this time I'm driving home with lights in my face so that you can see my face. Anyways, it's kind of crazy because my entire career in education are all about the Earth not being flat. Like, I work on stuff, build things, straight up just wouldn't work if the Earth was flat. So there's two explanations here. One is the Earth is not flat, and the other, well, here's the deal about the other situation. So, like, I say I've built stuff that relies on the Earth not being flat, but have I really? I mean, is it just a math trick? Because I'm not actually myself. We talk about like, oh, well, gravity makes this thing follow this arch, and that's the gravity is why everything's round and this and that, blah, 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 blah. I've not actually calculated any sort of trajectories and then launched a thing, even like a sock out of a sock cannon, and actually verified that it works. All of my work has been in the computer. NASA could be pulling one over on me, even though I am a professional aerospace engineer and now a graduate student. I have not actually tested any of these things on my own. Rocket equation, does it work? I don't know. It does in my simulation. Speaking of rockets working in a simulation and the rocket equation working, that flat Earth rocket guy, not to give him too much, whatever, he's gonna launch himself to like 1,500 feet. I climbed higher than that when I went to Royal Arch a few weeks ago. You can climb a flight of stairs and go higher than 1,500. I live above 1,500 feet. Was it 1,500 meters? I don't care. Like, at best, if he launched his little steam rocket from sea level, he would make it up to being as far above sea level as I am now, sitting in my car. First of all, he won't see curvature from there because you can't, because he's not up high enough. I have not yet gotten used to having a beard. I haven't done it. And I just do this. This particular part of my beard right here is the longest. And it's long enough that I can really just curl it up. This is what I do all day in class. Man. That'll do it for today. Thank you for joining me on my commute home. I really enjoyed it. It made the commute go a lot faster. Please like and subscribe if you did, or if you didn't, leave me a comment. Tell me why you didn't. Tell me what I can do better. And I will see you all soon. Thank you. Bye.